So a lot of conversations are really around data and availability of data, but more so around the measurement of outcomes and in terms of measuring effectiveness of media and media efforts and how that impacts the goals that clients are trying to achieve. So from that standpoint, a lot of challenges that people have are around having those metrics, but how do you actually capture them and tie it back to media exposure just to figure out the outcomes they're trying to achieve. Most of the challenges tend to be around just the availability of data and just the silos of data that exist. And so the main focus and sort of efforts and challenges people are facing are around how do you sort of take this siloed data and put it all together in one unified format so that you are able to tell that story end to end, right? You have these is data and media consumed in different areas. You have traditional digital media, PC-based, you have mobile, you have television, and of course you have sort of addressable TV as well, right? And so, but each of those sort of channels exist in silos, and we know that consumer is consuming media across all of them. And the outcomes that you're trying to drive are also across all of them, but there is that existing challenge in how we actually go about doing that, and so that's a lot of it is coming up. So a lot of what we're doing at Xaxis right now is really trying to address just that, right? Trying to address how are marketers' dollars actually helping us drive that thing. So some of the initiatives that we're working on currently are around cross-device, right? And how do we actually solve that problem going forward? How do we it runs across all gamut, right? So it runs across figuring out how to find those audiences which are common across this. How do you actually execute an action on those? How do you optimize those media, and how do you actually measure the impacts and essentially have the whole feedback loop going forward? So a lot of what we are doing is sort of working with partners as well as our own Xaxis DMP media that we have, that we capture ourselves, and with augmenting with partner data to figure out those links and to actually help tell that story better in a more sort of tangible fashion. To me, measurement is usually the key to any sort of marketing efforts, because that helps you essentially tell that story better in the end. So that's where I guess.